You have one new voicemail.
Hi! So you would be so proud of me. I'm hosting Thanksgiving for my friends, and I was stressed because I really wanted it to feel just like Michigan. But then I found the same stuffing mix that you use on Instacart. And I ordered instant gravy, canned cranberry, what else? Oh, I got everyone a little butter sculpture shaped like a turkey. All right, I should probably get cooking, but I miss you today. Happy Thanksgiving, Mom. Oh, and you should download Instacart. It's way easier than sending Dad to the store.
Download Instacart and enjoy free delivery on your first 3 orders. Service fees and terms apply.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of History Hyenas. Guess what? Live from Los Angeles in the All Things Comedy Studio. It pays to know Burr personally and just ask him if we could use this.
Yeah, thank you so much, Bill Burr, for letting us come in. And also just want to look at the cameras and say, we're coming here now.
Yeah.
So it's over at Riotcast. We're coming to All Things Comedy. This is the place we need to be.
Yeah.
I've had enough of just trying to be Mr. Nice Guy. I'm trying to get Bobby Lee money.
Yeah, you are in a totally different mindset since you've been out here.
Yeah.
I'd say it's uber German. It's not even German, it's uber German.
It's one of those things where it's like everybody out here is a multimillionaire. They got no shoes or socks on.
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing too. I mean, these guys are making millions of dollars and we got to look at their feet. And I just want people to have to come look at my feet. So All Things Comedy, Billy, if you're listening, we're coming to you.
Also, I just don't understand how everyone is not fat out here. I haven't walked. I was carried to the car to the seat.
Yeah. So we don't have a history topic planned for today, but we're going to make something up.
Yeah, what we're going to talk about is I don't know what all you people are doing here and how not every single one of you isn't frightened for your life 24 hours, 7 days a week. There's no water here.
Right.
Every time you go to a restaurant, they say, do you want water?
Right.
It's like, yeah, I want water.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like water.
Yeah.
You go to another city, they just throw the water down because guess what? Those are places where cities are supposed to be. This is the desert. You guys are all going to die.
Yeah.
It's built on a fault line. It's built on dreams. This place isn't real.
Yeah, it's not real. And, I just kind of feel like, we've been saying it on our podcast, but now that we're actually out here in Los Angeles, Jesus doesn't want people to live here.
No, he doesn't want you here.
He designed this to be mountains and a desert, and you have to move back to the East Coast because it's just like, even like the way people are, like, we went into a bakery this morning and the menu, it was 7:30 in the morning and the doors are wide open. And I said, I'd like an egg sandwich. And they said, we don't start serving eggs till 8. It's like, well, then shut your fucking store down. Because if you're open, I want the eggs.
Yeah, I mean, you start rationing out what you sell hour by hour. So if you come in at 7, here's a coffee. So if you want an egg sandwich, you have to sit here for an hour.
Yeah.
LA, get your shit together.
Yeah.
Okay, I know the owner of the restaurant is probably half paying attention because she's also writing a screenplay, but guess what?
Yeah.
Nobody's going to buy it. Nobody cares. TV is dead. Bobby Lee's making money with his socks and shoes off, and he sat in Chris's lap yesterday. Did you go pewing?
I went fucking pewing for that dumpling. I love that guy.
Because he bounces around like a magical turnip.
Yeah, he's great. He's great. And the kid Aaron is in here. And Aaron's just got energy that says, I need to be sitting behind a desk because I don't like people.
Yeah.
So I like it. He's just a little soused out and I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what you want. That's why I like it. But that's why he's good out here because it's like, you know what? People know what they want to do out here.
Yeah.
And I like that. We're in New York. It's like we got our fucking sound guy who wants to do stand up.
Yeah.
And it's like, no. You press the buttons, babe.
Yeah, babe. You press the buttons. That's what you're hired to do. Press buttons. And that's what you're good at. That's why God put you on the planet.
That's what good at. And we're just choking around. We love you, Mike Bush. But you did piss off the Fuhrer.
Yeah.
But we love you, Mike Bush. And we're going
to. And the Fuhrer got pissed off that someone made a meme calling him the Fuhrer.
Yeah, it's just what it is. Well, no, he didn't get pissed off because it's one thing to send it to the group chat and then you posted it on our page. You're wild. Yeah. I mean, I woke up, even me, Chrissy the fucking D, when I woke up to that and I was like, wow, Hyenas went wild. He posted that.
I thought it was real funny.
It was, but I get it. I get it.
Here's the thing. Here's the reason why Aaron has that energy is because he lives in Los Angeles and he's just upset that he had to get out of bed before 4 p.m.
Yeah.
Because nobody does anything out here.
I know. I texted.
Meetings is like what are you doing today? I'm meeting.
Yeah.
They're just meeting. They're just having meetings.
Constant meetings. I texted Chris D'Elia to try to be a guest on the podcast because we love Chris and we're such a big fan of his. And he didn't even respond to my text because in the text I told him the podcast was at 10 a.m. And I think he thinks like, I don't respond to that.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna be stupid enough to ask me to come on something at 10 a.m., you got another thing coming.
Yeah. You're
You know?
just going to have to do the podcast whenever he decides he wants to go out and get coffee.
Yeah.
That's the only time. He's like, if I'm going out to get coffee out of my house, because nobody's leaving their houses here.
I'll come
They
jump
get on
on.
the road. They go do their weekends. That's when they work. And they come back here and they just sort of move around in cars.
Yeah.
They don't walk or do anything. They go to the gym. They go to the car. They go to a smoothie shop. And that's Los Angeles. The whole place is on fire. What are you people doing?
Yeah.
You're driving down the highway. There's fucking ashes flying into your windshield.
Yes.
And you're going like, I got to make it to Netflix. No, you got to make it out of town.
You gotta
drive to Montana. You're all going to die.
You're all gonna die. The only thing good about the city is you got good pokeballs.
You do got Pokeballs.
Me and Tim Dillon been eating pokeballs.
I want you to give me a fucking Pokeball. I don't care.
Yeah.
I want to throw a fit and eat a Pokeball.
Yeah, it's what it is now. Yeah, and this is the real work in Los Angeles. It's like this is the real work. We're doing podcasts in the morning, in the early afternoon. You know, we're gonna go do spots tonight, but it's like, who cares about the spots?
Nobody.
We're just doing the spot. The only reason why we're even doing spots is to potentially be guests on other people's podcasts.
We're basically-
that's why we're even going.
You know, we're doing. Well, actually, you're only one doing spots. You're doing spot and
Yeah, but the fact that I'm actually doing a spot and going on stage for 15 minutes, taking 15 minutes away from the green room hurts us.
that's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
You're doing the spot in order to kill time from being in the green room.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the real job tonight is just be in the green room and just be ready. Be ready if Rogan wants a water.
Yeah, it's just what it is.
I got it for you, sir.
I got whatever you want because if the Hyenas ever get on Rogan, it's going to get wild.
It's going to get wild.
Yeah,
It's
and we
ju-
will. We will.
Yeah, and you know, it's just a great time because the comedians are running. The insane patients have taken over the asylum.
Yeah.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah. Now you said when we were driving over here, you said that the mountains look like where your mother's from.
Yeah.
That's what you said.
Yeah, so that's when I started to feel like a little bit of a tug towards Los Angeles because when I see those mountains, that's generations and generations of inbreeding Greeks making me. You have to understand there's been a long line of inbreeding that led to me, whereas you're kind of like a Brooklyn mutt,
Right.
and that kind of saves your life, which is ironic because you're the one that's always getting sick.
Yeah.
And I'm an inbred. I got one eye.
Yeah.
And I'm inbred.
Yeah.
And if I don't tweeze or thread my eyebrows soon, just people are going to kick me out of this town.
Yeah, it's just what it
Because
is.
I'm not manicured.
But at least you have facial hair and you look good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's funny that you want to get our pictures taken today when you have eyebrows that look like that.
Yeah, I gotta
mean, you
get
got
threaded.
fluffy, wuffy eyebrows, so we're not getting photos today.
Where the fuck are the Indian people with the threading shops?
Yeah.
I haven't seen one. Where do you guys go? Where's Little India? I need some tiki masala.
Yeah, it's just what it is.
Yeah, because you won't eat Indian food. You haven't eaten Indian food and you're 45 years old.
Yeah.
Things have got to change. You got to open some doors in your life.
I got to eat some Indian food, but make no mistake, after this, we're going to get pizza.
We're going to get some peas
And Tim
and a fucking Pokeball.
Yeah.
Whatever I eat, I want a side of Pokeball.
Outside of, I mean, Tim Dillon has been on a rampage. We came out here and Giannis got us an Airbnb in the middle of Hollywood, and there's crackheads and human feces on the street.
Let's just say I'm in the barrio.
You're in the barrio, so what I did is I just said, I'm getting out of here, I'm getting a hotel, and I left Yanni high and dry in the Airbnb.
Yeah.
And then Timmy Dillon also got a room in my hotel because he's going to try to bang me out. And it's just what it is. And listen, because he's in Rogan's circle, if he wants to bang me out, it's just what it is. We're just playing for Team Rogan, even though he doesn't know us.
Yeah, I don't know what you guys are doing in the city, but I'm staying in Hollywood. Actually, I'm staying there's a sign there. History Hyena Fact of the Day. I will post it on our Instagram. I'm actually staying at the spot that Charles Bukowski lived for 9 years.
In that actual complex?
That spot, that location. I don't know if that complex was there, obviously, because that looks like a new complex. But it's Charles Bukowski lived right there.
And who's Charles Bukowski again? I just don't know who he is.
He's a writer.
Okay.
He was a writer and a writer, an American poet. And he's
when did he live there? How many years ago?
He lived there from, I think, the 60s to the early 70s.
And he was a wild kid a little bit?
He was a wild kid. He was a great kid. He's a poet. He's a famous writer, and he lived right there. So
comedy people know who he is.
Probably, yeah. He's one of James Mattern.
Yeah.
James.
Yeah, James
Is that
Mattern.
better? Does that really make you feel better to just be called by your name? Who gives a fuck? Your name's Hey Bert, and it's what it is.
Wild.
No. James.
Jamie. Our boy James Mattern. Shout out James Mattern. So he likes Charles Bukowski.
He loves Charles Bukowski, and I love James. But this dude,
James doesn't love you.
No, he doesn't love me.
But even though I'm the one that says the wild shit, but he loves me.
He loves you no matter what you say.
I could just
You
dance
told
around
people,
it.
you told people where he lived, and you've also made jokes about throwing batteries at him.
Yeah.
So, but then he'll call you and go, Hyenas is upsetting me because he's trying to tell me advice on how to live a better life.
Yeah, I tell people I'm a nice Nazi, and you tell people like friendly things about like things you've learned in culture, and people come to my shows, they don't come to yours.
Yeah, they go, I say trans people are people and should be respected, and they go, we hate that guy.
Yeah, we hate that liberal talk.
We like the guy who said, I'm a nice Nazi.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah,
but it's just human emotions, and it's what it is. And Cuzzy Wuzzy, now that we're out here in LA, I was saying that, the guys like at All Things Comedy Podcast, these guys are the pros. These guys are in the NBA, and I feel like we are college stars that are going to get drafted and play for a team. We're going to make the pros.
Yeah, your dream of becoming a professional basketball player is going to happen one way or another, whether it's through analogy or reality. You're making it happen.
I'm making it happen.
Because you said that before, and it's got nothing to do with what we're doing.
Yeah,
we're a couple
but
of kids.
I just keep saying it.
Yeah, you keep saying it because you played Division III basketball for a Catholic school.
Yeah.
Listen, guy,
Yeah.
You're a comedian. We get paid to curse in microphones. What's happening is we're making a little money. We're trying to get a lot more money. Our goal is just to not have shoes on.
That's what I want to do.
It has nothing to do with playing in the NBA.
It has nothing to do with playing NBA, and I'll do anybody's podcast who's got a big following on YouTube because I just want to get in your swipe up stories.
That's it.
That's what it is. I'm just trying to sell tickets. Just swipe up and watch my shit.
It was real funny yesterday. We were talking to Bobby Lee, and you were like, it feels like we're a couple of like Division I basketball players and we're about to get drafted to the NBA. And he was looking at going, yeah, guy, I don't know what you're talking about, but you're going to make a lot of money doing this podcast.
Yeah.
We curse into microphones. It's got nothing to do with working on your free throws.
Yeah. He's smoking cigarettes in his house, in his $5 million house. Like, yeah, whatever you say, babe. I'm not on this planet right now.
Yeah, I mean, because that kid has been wearing the same flip-flops, the same shower shoes for 4 days.
Yeah.
He had them on in his house. They're indoor shower shoes, and then he had them while he was doing his set at the Comedy Store.
I love because he's making money now, and it's great. And we're going to play a game of basketball, and Bobby's going to be the ball. Because he's just round and fun.
Yeah, he is.
Shout out Bobby Lee for having us on Tiger Belly, and his beautiful girlfriend and beautiful home. I mean, seriously, the Bobby Lee. I'm being serious. Like, couldn't have been nicer and kinder to us. Him and his girlfriend. I'm blanking on her name. What is it?
Delilah.
Not Delilah. Kalila. And my daughter's Delilah, and that was Bobby and Kalila. Which is a beautiful name. And
we had so much fun.
Yeah.
I fell in love with the guy. And her, too.
I fell in love with both of them.
Yeah.
I want to sleep in between both of them and not do anything sexual, just snuggle.
Yeah.
Bobby and Kalila and George, autistic George in the corner.
Yeah.
And then the two Asians he has working for him it was just a great operation.
Yeah.
And so kind. And
you did
just
ask,
beautiful.
You did ask to see everyone's papers there. That's just what you did.
It's just because I was surrounded by, people that I'm not familiar with.
Because you're a vigilante ice agent.
I just wanted to. Everybody did put their passwords on the table, and I did verify that everyone is in fact an upstanding U.S. citizen, so we could do the podcast. There was no problem.
Yeah, we walked in there, and Chris said, "I do thank you for having us here, but unfortunately, I'm gonna have to see everyone's documentation."
Yeah, I'm honoring
You're
the
a
contract.
fucking vigilante ice agent. You have to stop.
I have to honor our contract to the people of Iraq.
Yeah, we gotta honor our contract to the people of Iraq, and we gotta abide by the great laws of this country.
Yeah.
That's all you were doing, really.
I'll take anybody out there physically.
Yeah,
shout out Frank Rizzo.
Yeah, but you did throw them for a little bit of a loop when you said, I just need to see everyone's papers.
Yeah, I was kidding around.
Yeah. And then when you found out she wasn't Mexican, she was half Thai and half American, you said, okay, good. At least 50% of your DNA was born within the walls of this great country.
Well, she was Filipino. Kalila's Filipino.
Same
too.
thing. Filipino,
So they were U.S.
Vietnamese,
territory. Yeah.
Vietnamese, whatever.
Whatever it is, yeah.
I thought she was from Vietnamese.
Yeah, so it's great.
Yeah.
So it's great. So we loved it. And I mean, we've just been having a good time. We've been eating good. We've been driving around. We're doing more podcasts while we're out here. Guys, go to patreon.com/Bay Ridge Boys. We're going to put a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff that we're doing in LA and a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff we did with the podcast on Patreon, patreon.com/Bay Ridge Boys. For all our tickets, go to christycomedy.com and yannispapiscomedy.com for all live dates. We've got a lot of cute dates coming up, and it's just been cute while we're out here.
Yeah, I'm going to be at, let's tell them where I'm going to be.
You tell. Go ahead.
I'm going to be at Gotham Comedy Club February 21st and 22nd. So get tickets for that, New York City. Mike Emoji Face is going to be with me if he's not fired by then.
Yeah.
No. Mike Suarez will be with me. So will Sergio Chicone. And then February 28th and 9th, I'll be at Uncle Vinny's in Point Pleasant, New Jersey. So get tickets for that.
Okay, and I'll be January 24th, Hamden, Connecticut, Spaceland Ballroom. January 25th, Celebrity Theater, Atlantic City, New Jersey. Mike will also be with me for those. Shout out Mike Suarez, Mike Mush. And then February 8th at the Kennedy Center, I'll be with Sergio Chicone in Washington, D.C. And February 28th to 29th, Hilarities in Cleveland. I'll be with Don DePetta, Donnie Tsunami, who is a great comedian. Follow him on my Instagram. His girlfriend just left him after 6 years.
Yeah, I mean, the kid's
beat up.
He's got butterflies in his stomach when he's sitting alone.
Yeah, he's got butterflies in his stomach and sitting alone. And we did have a great dinner last night, and I forgot to text him. So he just sat alone on a box that used to be his bed that he shared with his girlfriend, crying into a Chinese food container.
Yeah.
And me, Yanni, Timmy Dillon, Benny, and Andrew Santino just had a great time in a Mexican restaurant. I forgot to text him, and I lied this morning, and I said, hey, we all fell asleep at 9. And I hope he's not listening to this episode.
Yeah, and why do you live like that?
I just live wild.
It's, you know what you do, which is real funny? You lie to him in a text, but then you announce it to a lot of people as if they're not going to go find him on Instagram and let him know.
Yeah, because
it's the same thing you do with your chlamydia.
Yeah.
You lied on our episode, and then you went on a bigger podcast and said I got chlamydia.
Yeah, but the truth is I have prostatitis.
It's just prostatitis. That's what it is.
It's just what it is, but I took some antis, and we're good.
We're good to go.
Took some anti-Bs.
Also, I want everyone, please, I'm just trying to get my special to 100,000.
Okay.
We're at
and then we're taking it off the page.
Then we're taking it off the page, and we're throwing it out into the trash. But it's at 72,000, so go watch Blowing the Light on YouTube and share it with all your friends.
Share it with all your friends.
Because could you ever picture yourself living here?
Only if I could bring the babe.
Yeah.
Are
you just going to call her the baby her whole life?
She'll be 40 years old to call the baby. If I can just bring Delilah and put her near Kalila, that would be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My my wife's my mother-in-law calls my wife's brother, my brother-in-law.
Yeah.
She calls him a bully.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Bully and boo-boo in front of his friends, and it's really funny.
It's really funny.
Yeah.
And
the kid's in his 20s.
And your brother-in-law is a squeak.
He's a squeak. He's a young squeak.
He's a squeak. He's a young squeak. He's a smart squeak.
The kid is smart as hell, but it's so funny when she calls him bully.
Bully.
And in front of his friends, and he just has to deal with it, you know? Yeah. You may just do that and just call her the baby.
I'm just going to call her the baby. But the thing is with Delilah, when she grows up, it's like she's got a wild dad. You know, and I'm just going to be like her friends in high school and be like, well, your dad is wild.
Yeah, but she's going to love you. You're such a good guy. You're such a great dad. She's going to accept you for who you are, just the way everyone else accepts you for who you are.
She's going to have to get
You're not a normal person. You got a dad whose feet literally. Now, look, it's not a joke.
Right.
I just want to emphasize to people, it's not a joke. You could, if you took a Cinderella slipper and put it right on, it fits right on.
Yeah.
You don't have to adjust your foot. It just contours to a high heel, but you're a guy.
Yeah.
You look like a real man, but your feet are made for walking.
I got a high-heeled shaped foot.
Yeah.
And Delilah's going to have to get used to that. And she's also going to have to get used to the fact that when she comes over Dad's house, she's with Dad and her husband. So, you know, I'm just going to be a guy who says, honey, sit down. I now have a husband, but I don't think I'm gay. But I am married to a guy.
Yeah, she's just gonna have to accept that.
She's gonna have to accept that.
What did you say? You said you're gonna get married, but your life partner will be. I'm
gonna get married.
She's gonna have to accept there's a guy. What
I'm gonna get. No, I'm 100%. If I'm being honest, I'm gonna get married to a woman, but my life partner will be a man, and that's just what it is. I'm gonna connect. For the rest of, I'm fully prepared to go the first 50 straight, the last 50 gay.
Yeah,
and I just think that's how everybody should do it.
Yeah. Now,
I'm Chrissy flip flops.
When your dad got his tickets, he got his ticket. Well, he got his tickets from the machine, and he got into the plane.
Oh, the OTB, yeah.
No. He got his tickets from the machine at the airport, and he got into the plane. When he was on the runway for a second.
Oh my! Oh yeah.
Did you start to feel? Did you start just slowly, like Virgil in Usual Suspects, just start to morph from the straight guy, and you just started to feel your voice just started to go like this a little bit because you just started to feel him going, and it was ready. Then you had to push it way back down when he came back alive.
Yeah.
Because now, make no mistake, my dad was coming back to life and dying, and now it's your dad.
It's just what it is.
Your turn.
Yeah, it's just what it is.
He was going down, and he popped right back up because our dads are fucking. They're moles. They pop out of the earth and back down.
Back down. It's what it is, and it's funny because it's like, when your dad was dying, it's like I would know, like when you were like, oh, he's got about 2 days to left. I would see you coming with really gay jackets, and you would be wearing your high heel boots. Yeah. You'd be strutting it, and then he'd be back up normal, and you'd just be back to Yanni, half clean ass.
I was actually putting on the wig and starting to become more Risa when he went down.
Yeah, when he went down. Yeah, when he died. Yeah, the nurses were told that your dad passed away and you had the wig on and you were like, that's it, when he took his last breath.
How funny would that be if I showed up on that last night to be with him and I was just in full Maurice Gab, just getting ready, just preparing for taking off into my new life as me.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't give his eulogy speech dressed as Marisa. I mean, that would have killed.
My father was really just a good person, and he didn't just belong to me. He belonged to the person at the store and everybody else. Everybody else loved him. I'm going to keep doing Maurice because we tried to attract our fans.
Yeah, it's just what it is. Maurice and Panos fans.
Yeah.
But yeah, so today, normally we do. So we haven't done a History Hyenas Go Wild episode in a while. So I think we couldn't get a guest, but we are going to get guests. We're going to come back out here in March, and we're going to get guests. And we couldn't really think of anything historically to talk about because Los Angeles is it's just dry.
Here's the truth.
The truth is there's not much history that happened here.
Yeah, I mean, we're not going to come to Los Angeles and do an episode where we do any reading or thinking because we're paying homage to the city because that doesn't happen here. Because if you guys thought for 1 second, you'd say, we got to get out of here. It's on fire. That's one thing. The most important thing is we didn't prepare anything because we thought Chris D'Elia was going to come in, but he just didn't respond to your text.
It's just what it is. And here's a symptom
the kid's just living in another stratosphere.
Yeah, Venetia usually, she would have been out here and she would have said, hey, this is what you have to do, guys, do this, Job. And she's just not here. So we're just going vintage old school. We're going to just see how a wild episode does. Now, the truth of the situation is this. I am losing my voice, and it takes a lot of energy to do these podcasts, so I'm running out of gas.
You're running out of gas.
I'm running out of gas, and we got to do the Fighter and the Kid tomorrow, so you better pick up the pace. Because the Fighter and the Kid is the big one.
Yeah, and here's the thing.
And Ryan Sickler, Honeydew, shout out.
With you, it's really just...
And Jeremiah
Watkins. We're doing 3 biggies tomorrow.
Yeah, we gotta pick up the pace tomorrow.
We've been doing fine.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been doing fine.
I have a low-grade fever.
Yeah, no, the problem with you is right now, it's a calorie thing. You've only had a muffin today?
I had a banana nut muffin because they didn't have eggs yet, so I got to eat.
Yeah, you're a kid. Look, you're like
I got to feed my ass.
Yeah, you're like a sumo wrestler. There's a lot of calories that you can't just go on a muffin.
Yeah.
To provide the weight that you have, you need a couple meals.
Yeah, and I fucking
You need one meal for you and one meal for your butt.
It's what it is.
You need to eat twice.
I got a stomach in my butt.
Yeah, you got a stomach in your butt.
Yeah, because the truth is I woke up today at 6 o'clock in the morning to work out before we did Netflix radio at 7:30 in the morning. I went to get a nice workout in, and then I go downstairs, and they're like, the gym doesn't open till 8 a.m. I'm like, guy, this is a hotel.
Yeah, can you guys open the city?
Open the city.
Open the city.
What are you doing?
Because that's the thing.
Nobody wants to use their water.
And nobody really, really works.
Right.
Los Angeles was ahead of its time. Now the whole country's doing what Los Angeles does.
Right.
But Los Angeles hasn't been working since the city opened. It works for movie shoots, and then it just goes to meetings.
I'm just texting Timmy. That's why I'm on the phone.
It just goes to
because Venetia's not here, and I'll do what I want, Venetia. Somebody's calling me from a no-caller ID.
Pick it up and put it on the cast.
Okay, Hello?
Speaker.
Hi? Megan. I don't know.
Put it on the cast.
It says no caller ID. Yeah. Yeah. On Instagram we were talking? Where were we talking? Oh. I don't. Yeah, but okay. Oh, are you in New York or LA?
Yeah, babe.
Oh, yeah, I'll be in New York this weekend. Yeah, text me because it's coming up no caller ID. I don't know what's going on. What? In New York? I'll just be home. I'll just be bopping around eating muffins. In New York? Normally I do shows, yeah. I run around, I do shows. All right, yeah. You know what? Text me. Text me now.
Creepy.
Yeah, I can try, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this is wild.
Is it real?
I don't know. I don't know if this is real or not. I don't know what's happening.
Who are you?
I don't know. What's your last name? Megan Marketsil? Where? I don't know where. Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, but text me.
fuck
Yes.
is going on?
Yes. Yes. Wait, where did we meet? Which comedy club?
Babe,
The Comedy Store?
it's not real.
No, I haven't been in the Comedy Store. Wait, are you a guy or a girl? Is it a guy or a girl? Because you said you meet so many guys. I don't know, because I'm out of my mind.
What's that?
No, but I respect people that are.
But you're emotionally into guys.
But I'm emotionally gay, physically straight. That's how I would describe myself.
You're emotionally gay?
Yeah.
Physically straight. What can you do? All right, so what's your Instagram? Yeah. Is this Jessica Kirsten?
Yeah,
Sounds like Jessica
that's
Kirsten.
fucking Jessica Kirsten.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Put it on speaker.
Yeah. We're on a podcast.
Holy shit. You had us both fooled. You're a genius.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So who is it?
Yay!
It's-
This is Christina, too. Hey, boo.
Hey, boo-boo.
Who is that?
It's Christina Hutchinson.
Holy shit.
Yeah. We're talking how much we love you. Santa Cruz listening. I'm in the studio.
Wow. Is that Jessica? Who is that?
It's Jessica and Christina.
Yes, ending, baby.
Oh my God.
Huh?
We're recording. Did
Oh,
you think it was me in the beginning?
No.
I didn't know what was happening. I kind of was like, oh, this voice sounds familiar, but I just wasn't sure. But then when you were like, yeah, you're 5'10" and you're into guys, I was like, yeah, this sounds right.
I was completely
I said-
fooled.
What can you do?
I love you so much.
I love you too.
Do they know we're doing a
You're like,
podcast?
where do we? Like the Comedy Star.
And the Comedy Star.
You've never been at the Comedy Store? Yeah. What is that?
No, I have been. I was there last night. You just got a lot. I know the routine with these girls. You just lie. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You're just like, yeah, no, that wasn't me. Yeah.
Oh, this is so great.
Yeah. No, yes.
It was funny how you were trying to pick little pieces of information just to see if you could put some memory together.
Yeah, I was like, wait, huh?
You were doing it like Memento.
I
You were
know.
like,
That's why I was trying to be like something that you would actually where you would have met someone.
No,
Wow,
you
you're
know,
a great
no.
detective.
Actually, as soon as you said 5'10" and in shape, I was like, yeah, I want to bang a girl that looks like my dad.
I know.
yeah.
I thought that would have been hot to you with dark hair. No.
No, absolutely, no. Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm into
Yeah, 5'10's a little. I should have.
5'10's tall, but I like that. I like a big foot. I don't mind a big foot.
If you would have said tattoo on the tit, if you would have said tattoo on the tit, he would have been in.
If you would have said tattoo on the tit and 3 kids, 3 different guys, I would have said, well, where can I send the engagement ring?
Yeah.
You and I are exact. I know the tattoo on the tit is a
Oh, I
stealer.
love
know.
it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I love
where
tattoos.
on the tit?
Anywhere.
On
Anywhere-
the tit.
Anywhere on the
Anywhere.
tit.
Just we love. Both of us love tattoo. We
So-
talk about
Yeah.
women all the time.
Wait, so are you
Really
guys doing
disgusting.
are you doing Jessica's podcast or are you doing Guys We Fucked? What's going on?
No, I'm doing my podcast where everyone, because yours is such a hit, and we decided to.
and
close.
look at this.
Actually, it was Chris. What?
No, I was going to say, and it's random because we're on our podcast right now in LA at the All Things Comedy Studio. So this is just wild.
Oh,
Yeah, you guys are
That's
on our
so
pod.
fun.
Can they hear me?
We're on their podcast. They're on ours.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh
Can
my
they hear me?
God, we're in the Matrix.
Yeah, we're
that's so. Giannis is there.
Yeah, I'm listening to the whole thing. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear them.
Yeah, this is
Giannis!
this is the most 2020 moment ever. We're both
Wow,
on each
this
other's
is
podcast.
Brilliant.
And we did not plan
That was-
this.
This is Jim Serpico's idea, and we called you randomly after
Yeah.
she just did my podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you were saying he could hook a phone up and we love him
Yeah.
prank calls.
Yeah, Jim Serpico needs to stop posting pictures of bread
I know.
because it's
I
fucking
know.
making me too hungry. And I'm like,
I
Jimmy,
know,
stop
and
posting the bread.
is unbelievable.
I'm trying to be
too.
Chrissy Keto, and you post pictures of bread, and then I just want to eat my face, and I wind up sucking cock.
Yo, in a little. Eventually, we're just
Me
gonna be.
too.
You guys both go off the rails.
Giannis, I love you and miss you.
I love you and miss you too. I just was saying, like, in a little while, comedians, like, you know how most of our lives now are not on a podcast, but then for a little bit of the day we are? Pretty soon it's going to be most of the day we're on the podcast, and then we'll only be off the podcast when we sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, even like now, it's
that
like.
sounds incredible.
We're on the podcast and like we're doing like the work at here, we're loving it. And now it's like a drag to do spots at a comedy club. You're like, I just want to be on the podcast.
I feel the same way.
Yeah.
You got to do prepared bits and shit.
I know. I'd rather do a podcast in front of an audience, like the live one.
Yeah, you sounded, and when you called in, you sounded, because when you said 5'10", I was like, oh, this person's trans. And I was like, whatever. We're spinning the wheel out here. I'll do it.
Oh my God, Giannis! I wish we should prank Giannis one day.
Yeah.
Do it.
Giannis, you would go along with it. I think you're like me. I think you would think that it's real.
I probably I think you had me fooled. I was actually here listening to that whole thing, and I was fooled the entire time.
Yeah.
You were?
Yeah, I was fooled the entire time. I think Chris was kind of fooled the whole time.
No, in the beginning I was like, okay, but at the beginning, because at first I was like, I think I asked her a question, and someone was like, "Have we ever met?" And then I'm not nervous, because the problem is when you get a phone call from one of these girls that you've had unprotected sex with, then you got to start listening, because you're like, "What is she going to say right now?"
Yeah.
But I'm like,
That's
"Oh,
what
okay."
I knew.
But I'm 8 weeks celibate. So I don't. I haven't been
Except for
worrying.
one
I got a blowy in
Why?
Denver, but that's it.
That doesn't count.
that's not celibate.
He was in the mountains. That doesn't count.
I was 5,000 feet above
Yes,
sea
it
level.
does.
No. The altitude. Yeah, the
Because
altitude.
she couldn't breathe.
No.
She had to work extra hard.
Yeah,
It's
no.
more-
I got a blowy, but I've been celibate for 8 weeks and it feels good. It's just nice to know, like now when my pee burns a little bit, I know it's from the red wine and not chlamydia.
Yeah.
It's just a nice feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you keep getting chlamydia. You got to take it easy.
I know, but I don't have it. I don't.
Condom,
I'm clean now, but 8 weeks looking for a girlfriend. And it's just been nice to be celibate and have all my energy just going into the things I want to do. Which is doing my podcast and my stand up and talking to my daughter and perusing Grindr accounts.
Yeah.
So it's nice.
Yeah. You sound really like you're trying to convince yourself that
I
you're
know.
okay.
Yeah.
And you are fucking dying to pound someone.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I'm gonna fuck.
From what I hear, just lay there.
Just lay there. Yeah, no, I'm gonna fuck a hamster.
Yeah. No, I actually I like that he's off toots, but I'm also
Do you think
a little
you could
nervous.
fit in a hamster?
Could I fit in a hamster? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
He needs to hit a toot off soon because he starts looking at me weird and I get uncomfortable.
Yeah. Giannis will get kissed on the lips.
Got to get a whistle for Giannis.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna fuck. I swear to God.
And if
I
you do,
see
tell
it.
us about it.
I'm
'cause
not
that's hot.
kidding.
I
I
know.
think I don't think you're gonna fuck, but one of you is gonna blow the other one.
Absolutely, and we're gonna put it right. And we're gonna put it right on Patreon.com.
/ Bay Ridge Boys.
Vulnerable.
Are you kidding? You'll get millions of dollars if you blow each other.
Yeah.
Well, we'll call you guys back.
Yeah.
Yes,
Can you
please.
videotape? You have to
You have to
videotape
tape
it.
Oh,
or at
100
least voice memo or something.
Yeah.
Giannis
100%.
would be the top.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I'm a
Trust
power
me.
bottom. I got a size 38 waist.
Yeah. What's your insight? If we were,
You're not even a power bottom. You're a bottom. There's
He's a
nothing
bottom.
powerful
Yeah.
with it.
Right.
Yeah.
yeah, that's your insight. That's your insight. If we were gay guys, I'd be the top.
100%.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I know you. Like I know other things can work, but with him, you would be the top, and he would be.
That's where
the
he feels
bottom.
most comfortable.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but he's
I mean,
really
I
the top
think you're
because is he really the top because he's choosing to be on the bottom?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's very true. Like in a lesbian relationship, there's like everyone thinks the butchy girl is the
one
top,
with the
but
heart.
she's not. She is the bottom.
Wow.
Right.
Trust me.
I didn't know
Understood.
that.
Yeah,
Right.
you didn't know that?
No, I thought
Yeah.
the strap-on was the butchier one.
No,
Right.
a lot of times it's the femme one.
Wow.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest. I'm getting horned up.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm getting horned up.
Yeah,
That's
horned
why
up.
the two of you should just do something in that studio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then just film it. Forget about having a guest.
Just do it.
Yeah. Well, Tim
Just give
Dillon's
each
coming
other
in, so
chlamydia.
that's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the only
Yeah.
thing.
But film it, okay?
Yeah, I think drugs and everything are so yesterday. I think the new way to really get a rush is just fall asleep in Tim
Yeah.
Dillon's bedroom and just see what happens.
Yeah.
What happens?
Live dangerously.
I completely agree with you.
Yeah.
Does he even have a bedroom or does he sleep in a bathtub?
No.
I don't know about him. What?
I mean, the kid is just an animal.
He's an
I mean,
animal.
who knows if he sleeps, how he sleeps, what he does?
He's
Yeah.
He's just cruising for guys and pokeballs.
The kid needs a pokeball.
Yeah.
I mean, have you seen his cat? That cat looks evil.
Oh yeah, we saw it the other night.
The cat's
we went and
very
found it.
resentful towards him because he keeps touching it.
Yeah.
You can see it in the cat's face.
Yeah,
That cat doesn't like being there.
He likes Twinks. That's his thing. And I could just see the fear in a Twink's face when he shows up at his hotel room and Tim just opens the door, just munching on a sandwich.
I didn't know he likes Twinks.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
is really scary.
He consumes them. He
Yeah.
consumes
Yeah,
them.
you know, the Twink is like, oh, God, I'm so not in the mood, but whatever.
yeah,
I agree so much.
yeah.
Get on the floor. I'm going to eat you like a
Can you imagine
Pokeball.
he's on top of the Twink, like the whole bed is falling in, and then the cat's just staring at them.
Yeah. Yeah. And then he sits him down and Tim makes him listen to his opinions after that.
It's just what it is.
Do you know what Tim? Do you want to know what Tim said to? I don't know. I can't remember her name. What's her name?
Who?
Whoever. He said to one of the bookers of a
Jessica Pilot.
Yeah.
The booker of
Should
the
we say that?
Bear Show.
Whatever.
Oh, we're not allowed to say
Who
it?
cares? He
I like Jessica. We didn't say
he
it. He
said
did.
it, so she knows.
Yeah,
He
but
goes.
she's not going to, you know.
He said, "This is one of the funniest
Yeah,
things."
she's not going to book us anyway.
Yeah. He goes. She goes.
I was going to say that.
Yeah, well, I mean, what you know what I mean? We're not fucking. She's not going to book. We're white. It's not going to happen.
Yeah. So she's.
I'm not white because I'm Jewish and I eat box.
Right,
I'm not
right.
like
Exactly.
a white girl.
You
yeah.
check 2 boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
No. Yeah.
That's true.
No.
What
All
did
we
he say to Jessica?
do is yell Trump 2020. That's not what Colbert wants.
No, that's not really what he's doing right now.
Yeah,
That's
so-
not really what he's doing right now.
Well, it's just whatever's convenient to get ratings.
If
is
we
what
had a
people
meeting
will
for
do.
a sketch and a show, like,
Yeah.
that really doesn't resonate with our audience right now. The Trump 2020.
So what did she say? What did Pilot say?
So she said. She said to Tim, she was like, I'd really love to work with you.
Do a set on the Tonight- Colbert Show.
And Tim goes, yeah, I want to work with you too. When you're in your rightful place of employment at a catering hall, I'd gladly take a shrimp off your tray.
Yeah, that's what he said to the booker of a late night show.
Dylan.
That's what he said to her in person.
Yeah, and it's
I want to take a shrimp off of your
He
your
said,
tray.
he said, I will gladly work with you when you're in your rightful place of employment at a catering
Rightful. That's incredible.
Yeah, a rightful place of employment at a catering hall. I'll gladly take a shrimp off a tray.
Yeah, that's what he said.
That's
so
hilarious.
But that's no fear, and that's because of what 2020 podcasts, social media stuff. It's like we
Yeah,
want to
very
do all
We
those
say
things.
what we want.
We want to do all those things, but it's like if you don't give it to us, that's fine too. Our career is just going to keep going because it's in the hands of the comedians.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll fucking figure it out. Yeah.
That's what it is.
It almost feels like the jail guards have kind of ran away, and we're just slowly noticing.
And
that
we're rioting.
Yeah, we're just slowly
Yes.
noticing the doors are unlocked and all the bars are opening, and we're just looking around, going like,
Wait, you guys
yeah.
see this?
And there's like a few guards still in there, going like, "What's going on?" And we're just walking towards them, you know,
Yeah.
going like, "Hey,
yeah, no,
it's
we're,
over."
we're out here.
I wouldn't know if I should run or not. I'm
run.
trying to get through that.
We're out
yeah.
here in LA, and like everybody's got these amazing homes and these amazing podcasts. They're all doing from their house. Their cats are sitting on the equipment. It just doesn't matter. It's like nobody needs a polished
No, it really
studio.
doesn't.
They're sitting on the equipment.
Yeah, like nobody cares, and they're making millions of dollars driving Teslas. Like, well, we're in New
I
York,
know.
fucking transferring buses to fucking do a 10 p.m. spot at Dangerfield. It's like
Yeah.
it doesn't. What are we doing?
So
Good point. Good
you're
point.
so right.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's really a good point.
Yeah, so
Time
it's
to
like
riot, baby.
Yeah.
we're doing the right thing. But I appreciate you ladies calling in. You guys, you gave me a scare.
Thank you so much, and I really look forward to seeing you this weekend.
Such a good sport.
Yeah, I knew that it was Jessica. I knew that.
Did you know the whole time? Because
did.
I was fooled.
No, I'm saying I figured it out at the end because she's so funny. But I think I heard her laugh a little bit. I was like, that's Jessica.
I was made
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Jessica
Yeah.
is
And Jan,
a wild
I love
one.
that Giannis didn't know.
I
That
didn't
is
know.
So
Jessica-
great.
So sweet.
Yeah, Jessica, your special was great, by the way.
Yeah.
Comedy Central special.
Thank you so much. I'll never make it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and we're in Bill Burr's studio. The guy who produced it, we're in his studio in LA, so we know.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you guys are there, and I love you both dearly. I really do.
Yeah, well, we love you too, and we love you, Christina. I love you a lot,
Love you.
Christina. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love you a lot, too.
All right, yeah. Let's all get
Aw.
tested.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, you're gonna die.
All right.
Okay.
I love you.
Love
Bye.
you guys. Thanks.
Bye, Ben.
Bye.
Bye, Megan.
Yeah, guys, go check out Jessica Kirsten
and Christina Hutchinson.
Christina Hutchinson from Guys We Fucked. We're gonna have Corinne on soon too.
Yeah, Corinne Fisher we're going to have on. And that was genuinely one of those moments where it's like we didn't plan that. It just happened.
Yeah, it just
They
happened.
just called us, and those girls are, I mean, big. I mean, the guys we fuck girls, Christina Hutchinson and Corinne Fisher, those girls made some sticks.
They got a couple sticks.
They got $3 or $4 million to put their podcast on Luminaire, so they walked out with some sticks. They got Bobby Lee money.
Yeah, look, we're just not falling for it anymore, guys.
Yeah.
Look, if you work in the entertainment business, that's great. Hand us bags of money for shows that'll never happen. That's fine.
That's fine.
But we're doing this now.
Yeah, it's a cash grab in the TV and film industry, but if they're really making the art, it's coming up here on the podcast. We're just saying what we want.
Bobby Lee lives on a mountain, and it's all because of his podcast.
Sure.
Yeah.
And he's done everything in TV and film. It's all that stuff is great, but no, that's why I love being able to just speak unfiltered, unedited, raw, truthful. And then when Tim Dillon comes in here, it's just going to get wild.
It's going to get wild.
Going to start throwing people through the walls.
Do you know the scene? You ever seen Trading Places with Eddie Murphy and Dan
Yes.
Aykroyd? Do you know that scene where Eddie Murphy first gets into the mansion and he starts saying, "Yeah, all this stuff is mine," and he keeps putting like things into his pocket?
Yeah.
That's kind of what it feels like to be a comedian right now. You're going like, really?
Right.
No, like you feel like it's going to be taken from you because it's too good.
Yeah.
It's too easy. You're going like, wait, I could just do a podcast in my underwear, in my
Right.
socks, in my own home
Right.
with my girlfriend.
Right.
And I'm making sticks.
And they got floor to ceiling windows?
Yeah. It doesn't seem real.
So I don't know, man, but
And that's what we're learning here in LA. We're just on a podcast mission. I mean, we're just doing podcast after podcast. If you have a podcast, just give us a call.
give us a call, because it's like it's more beneficial to us now to come out here and do these podcasts as opposed to doing a comedy club that may be half full and not pay you money to sell tickets. Even if you sell it, they won't pay you. Might as well just come out here and talk to all potential new fans and just be able to be free, and then you could go and do a theater.
Yeah.
That's just how it works.
Yeah.
You know?
And LA's just so far from New York, man.
Geographically,
Yeah.
I know we're so far, but
We're as far as like Europe.
I mean, emotionally, I feel so far away from home. I just want to go back to New York City.
The thing with you is you're constantly trying to find your way back to the baby.
Yeah, and it's like it's like one of those things. Like as soon as I leave, always like the baby. She's got a fever. She doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
It's just like what am I supposed to do?
Call the cops.
Yeah, just call the police. You know who I'm talking to. Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah. So I'm just like, your mind's in two different places. But listen, we're gonna come out here. We're gonna eat some good food. We're gonna do some good podcasts. We're
By
gonna go
good
to
food, you mean Pokeball.
Pokeball. We're going to the Comedy Store tonight, and it's just what it is. I mean, I'm gonna
Are
challenge.
you going to have gas tonight?
I'm gonna challenge Joe Rogan to a fucking UFC fight. If that means getting us on the podcast.
You will do that. You're not above doing that.
I'm not above doing that. I'm not above fucking. Yeah, I'm going to sit in people's laps. I'm just going to go for it.
Yeah.
Why not? If we're out here, why not just take a swing?
Everyone's so nice out here, too. It's
They
nice.
really are so nice, but there's a lot of suicide out here. People are going to people kill themselves left and right out here. It's just what it is.
Yeah, because look, this place is just kind of a mental illness. It's a pathology.
Yes.
It's like either you're famous or you're not famous, and that's what everyone's trying to be, is famous.
There's no in-betweenies.
Yeah, and there's none of it's real. You're
Right.
you're either famous, not famous, or doing a job you don't want to be doing.
Yeah.
So it's like, I can understand why there's a lot of people who off themselves in mental illness and stalkers and stupid shit like that. Because
Right.
in New York City, nobody gives a shit.
Nobody
You can
cares,
walk
guy.
down the street, it's like, yeah, I got a Netflix special. It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
This guy's like, you know what? I'm going to lunch with my friend. He's a hedge fund manager. He owns the Empire State Building. What are we talking about
What are we
here?
talking about here?
Yeah, you know, my uncle owns the Upper East Side. He owns Central Park. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
I don't care.
You had a Netflix special? What
That's
are you
nice.
talking about? That's nice.
That's
guy.
fucking nice,
You do
guy.
skits, and that's nice, guy.
Yeah, do the skits. But out here, it's like, when you ask someone in New York, when you ask someone in LA, how have you been? What's going on? They'll tell you all the things that they've done in TV, film, and podcasts. When you ask someone in New York, they just say, yeah, I'm good.
Things are
I don't
good.
want, things are good.
Why
That's
are you
it.
talking to me?
Yeah, what's going on here, guy? I mean, I'm trying to look at sports clips on my phone.
Yeah, the Northeast is it's really, the United States is kind of separated into like two distinct sides.
Right.
It's kind of two distinct sides and two distinct kind of European influences.
Right.
It's like the Upper East is three. Yeah, it is three. So it's
Yeah.
like the Upper East is obviously British, the influence of the English, and then you come down here into the Southwest, and it's the influence of Spain.
Right.
It's really Spanish with
Spaniards.
Mexicans, and the Mexicans were influenced by the Spanish. And you go to San Antonio in Texas, it's all Spanish influence. You
Sure.
see that architecture, the Armada shit, all whatever it is. And then you got the French, and they're just a little hole of French in New Orleans, and that's about it. Because we kicked the French clean out of this country.
Yeah, we just fucking took them and we punted them and we fucking pinned them at the 1 yard line.
That's what we did.
We pushed them all the way back.
Because are they anywhere else besides New Orleans?
Not in this country.
They're just in Louisiana.
They're just in Louisiana and they're at Pret a Manger. That's it.
That's it.
That's
they got
it.
one store and that's it.
That's it. And then if you take
and we even took one of their cheeses back, American. We renamed it American.
American fucking cheese.
Yeah, and then Swiss, we gave Swiss one cheese and that's it.
And that's it. Yeah.
The rest of you guys, Monterey, that's in America. Monterey, Alabama.
Yeah, Bree, my fucking girlfriend's name's Bree.
Bree's a good name for a wife.
Yeah, goat, that's Greg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brie. Yeah, because you've been eating goat cheese and you don't know it.
Because originally we started calling you Freddie Feta Cheese, and I just thought feta cheese was not from. I just thought feta cheese was cow cheese, and it was okay to eat it. Jesus Christ said I could eat it because Jesus Christ only allocates cheeses from goats. Catholic Jesus says you can only eat cheeses from cows. I mean, saying you can only eat cow products. Anything from goats and sheep is just what the Swarthies do.
Yeah,
we're not doing that.
Shishkis.
What the Shishkis do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but lo and behold, I've been eating feta, and it's not from a cow.
No.
Yeah. So it's
and
wild.
you've been enjoying feta.
And I've been enjoying it. So my whole life's a lie.
Does it grow? Your whole life is kind of a little bit of a lie, right?
Yeah, I'm CWO Chrissy White Lies.
Yeah. It is the beginning of 2020, so I kind of want to know from our fans which one of our nicknames for each other do they like the most?
Okay, good question.
Because we've had so many, and then the new ones usurp the old ones.
Right.
I don't even remember a lot of the early ones. They've been usurped by newer ones. Like Yanni almost is a more recent.
Yeah, but we used to call you
name.
Freddie Feta Cheese,
Freddie
Special
Feta
Needs
Cheese,
Stamos.
Special Needs Stamos, I think. I would like to know from just post. Just
Yeah.
DM us. Where should they put it? I want to know what the best nicknames are. Was it Chrissy Chlamydia? Chrissy Chaos?
Yeah.
I mean, there's millions of them.
Well, DM us, or you could go to patreon.com/BayRidgeBoys and write on the community board.
We haven't done a fucking Steel Pipe Chrissy in a long time.
Yeah.
I think it's just because you're at peace and there's no more toots.
There's no more toots, and I'm just friendly with my present.
Eckhart Tolle kind of stole Steel Pipe Chrissy.
I'm friendly with my present, and I care about life in this order right now. Number one is family. Number one is family. Number two is what did I say? Number two was health and body, mind, spirit. Number one is family.
Yeah.
Number two is health, mind, body, and spirit. And
Number three is guys.
Number three is guys.
Yeah.
Number four is career. Number five is joy. We're not talking about happiness anymore because happiness is an unattainable goal. The finish line, the goalpost just keeps getting moved 5 yards back every time you reach it. So we're just talking about joy, and that's what we want to be. We want to feel bliss and joy, and we just want to be with the baby and get more podcasts.
Yeah, that's what we want to do. But you know what happened yesterday when you told me your list was you forgot to put your mask on for a second.
Yeah.
So when you told me your list at the beginning, you put friends all the way at the end.
Yeah.
And then, so you basically put me at the end, but then you said, but yeah, I put you in the family because you
Yeah.
caught yourself.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking, oh, Jesus, I'm in the fifth category.
Yeah.
Because at first you went, it goes career first because you're a psychopath like somebody else.
Yeah.
I don't want to say his name because he says we got to put videos up in that post.
Andrew Schultz.
No, you said, yeah, first is family. You said first is the baby and family.
Yeah, no, first is family.
Then
yeah.
you said second, you got
It's
second career.
Health. No, second is health.
Second career.
Mind, body, and spirit.
Third career.
Yeah.
And then
Fourth is joy. Fifth is friends.
Yeah, you put friends fifth because you forgot to put your mask on.
Yeah.
You forgot to put your mask
It's
on.
just what it
This
is.
is all a mask.
It's a
What you
mask.
really want to be doing is not paying attention and texting toots. That's your joy.
Yeah.
That's your joy. So Eckhart Tolle can lie to you all you want and you can lie to me all you want, but you're just making do doing things you don't want to do right now.
Aaron, how much time are we at, babe?
Yeah.
45 minutes.
That's a good app.
That's a good app because we got to save a little bit of juice because we got Timmy D coming in, which is going to be a great episode. Go to patreon.com/BayRidgeBoys for all the behind scenes stuff and for all the extra content that the matriarchy's given. ChristyComedy.com, YannisPampasComedy.com for all dates. We got dates all over the East Coast and some in the West Coast for February, March, and April. So go check that out. And of course, HistoryHyenas.com for all the merch.
Yes, and if you have some people you want to be on this podcast, hit them up.
Yeah.
Just DM them. I'm
Yeah.
talking to all our fans, and just say, we want you to be on History Hyenas. Just flood them. Flood them in their DMs. Flood them in their tags. Just say, hey, Crystalia, whoever you love, whatever comedian you love, just hit them up and just flood them with tags saying, get on that podcast and hang out with the boys.
All right. We love you, babe.